Good day everyone, I'm Teacher Justin, and for today, let's talk about oblique triangles solving using sine law. So bago natin simulan yung ating pagsosolve, let's identify first what is oblique triangles. So oblique triangles are triangles that are not right, or pwede nating sabihin na acute triangle or obtuse triangle yung given. Now, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung trigonometric ratio of right triangle kasi itong given natin ay hindi right triangle. So, how do we solve oblique triangles? So, gagamit tayo dito ng law of sine and law of cosine. So, when do we use law of sine? So, we're going to use law of sine if we're given the following. First is one side and two angles. It can be ASA or AAS. So, pag ito yung given natin, automatic, we can use the formula for law of sine in solving the other parts of our oblique triangles. Now, another condition is two sides and an angle opposite one of the given sides. So, SSA or ASS. So, dito naman sa ating second option, this is going to be an ambiguous case. So, yung ambiguous case, I will have another video for that one. But for now, let's focus on one side and two angles. Now, what's the formula for sine law? So, the formula for sine law for any triangle that is oblique, for any triangle ABC, we will have the formula A over sine A is equal to B over sine B equal to C over sine C. Or, pwede natin gamitin yung reciprocal niya. Sine A over A is equal to sine B over B is equal to sine C over C. And this will be the formula that we're going to use in solving the parts of our oblique triangles. Okay, let's have this example. Let's solve for the missing parts of this oblique triangle. So, first thing na gagawin natin, since we're given two angle and one side, we're going to first complete our interior angles. So, kunin natin yung measurement ni angle B. Now, let's solve for the measurement of angle B by 180 degrees, the total sum of the interior angles of our triangle, minus the sum of the given interior angles, 70 plus 45. So, add muna natin si 70 plus 45. That will give us 115, and then let's subtract 115 from 180. So that will give us the measure of angle B, which is equal to 65 degrees. So that will be our measurement for the angle. Then let's use the sine law formula. A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Tapos substitute natin lahat ng given. So this will be 20 all over sine 70 degrees is equal to B over sine 65 degrees is equal to C over sine 45 degrees. Tapos, kunin natin yung kompletong fraction. So, in this case, the complete fraction is 20 over sine 70 degrees. Tapos, equate natin siya to B over sine 65 degrees para ma-solve natin yung nawawalang side ni B. So, this will be our equation. Then let's solve for the value of B by multiplying both sides by 65 para ma-cancel out yung ating denominator. So we will have B is equal to sine 65 degrees times 20 over sine 70 degrees. Tapos let's use our scientific calculator to solve for the value of B. So B is approximately equal to 19.29 units, and that will be the value of B. So, now, nakuha na natin yung value ni B. Okay, let's solve for the side C. So, side C naman, ang gagawin natin, same procedure. Yung complete fraction natin na 20 over sine 70, equate natin kay C over sine 45 degrees. Tapos, let's multiply both sides by sine 45 to isolate the variable C, and we will have the equation C is equal to sine 45 degrees times 20 over sine 70 degrees. Tapos, gamit ulit tayo ng scientific calculator to get the value of C, which is approximately equal to 15.05 units. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. let's have this item. Let's solve for the missing parts of this oblique triangle. Looking at our figure, given tayo ng dalawang angles and we're given one side. Now, ang first step natin is for us to complete the interior angles. So we have here 100 and 32, tapos nawawala si angle C. Now, to find angle C, we will be subtracting 180 degrees and the sum of the given angles. So, 180 degrees minus the quantity 100 plus 32 degrees. Tapos, let's add 132. That will give us 132. Now, subtract natin si 132 from 180 degrees. That will give us the measurement of angle C, which is equal to 48 degrees. So, lagay natin dito yung 48 degrees. Okay. Now, since kompleto na yung ating interior angles, we will now use the formula for sine law, which is A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. And substitute the values that are given. So, meron tayong A over sine 100 degrees is equal to 12 over sine 32 degrees is equal to C over sine 48 degrees. Tapos, hanap tayo ng kompletong fraction. So, yung kompletong fraction natin is 12 over sine 32 degrees. Kasi nandun yung numerator natin, may value yung denominator natin. Now, let's solve for the missing sides of A. So, equate natin yung complete fraction natin kay A over sine 100 degrees. Okay? Now, let's multiply both sides by sine 100 degrees para ma-isolate natin yung ating variable A. So, A will be equal to sine 100 degrees times 12 over sine 32 degrees. Now, let's use our scientific calculator to compute for the value of our side. So, side A will be approximately equal to 22.31 units. And that will be the value of side A. So, yan yung ating side A. Let's solve for side C naman. Kunin ulit natin yung complete fraction natin at 12 over sine 32 degrees. Equate natin siya kay C over sine 48 degrees. Now, let's solve for the value of C by multiplying both sides by sine 48 degrees. So, cancel natin yung denominator. Ma-isolate si C. And it will be equal to sine 48 degrees times 12 over sine 32 degrees. Gamit ulit tayo ng scientific calculator natin and then code this in our scientific calculator, giving us the approximate value of C, which is 16.83 units. And that's it! Ta-da! Alright, okay, let's solve for the missing parts of this oblique triangle. So, first step natin para ma-solve yung ating oblique triangle using sine law is for us to complete the angles. Since we're given two of our interior angles of this triangle, we can now solve for the third angle. So, let's solve for the measurement of angle A. So, the measurement of angle A is equal to 180 degrees minus the sum of the two given angles. So, subtract natin si sum ni 43 and 61 degrees. So, let's add 43 and 61 degrees. That will give us 180 minus 104 degrees. 180 degrees minus 104, that will give us the measurement of angle A, which is equal to 76 degrees. So, lagay natin dito sa ating angle A, which is 76 degrees. Okay? Then, pag nakompleto na yung ating interior angles, let's use our sine law. So the sine law formula is A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Now, let's substitute our given. We have 23 over sine 76 degrees is equal to B over sine 43 degrees is equal to C over sine 61 degrees. Now, hanap tayo ng kompletong fraction natin. Ibig sabihin, merong value yung numerator at denominator. So, in this equation, ang complete fraction natin is si 23 over sine 76 degrees. Let's use that and equate it to our sine B over 43 degrees para ma-solve natin yung value ni sine B. Okay. So let's isolate the variable b by multiplying both sides by sine 43 degrees. So cancel. We will have b is equal to sine 43 degrees times 23 over sine 76 degrees. Let's get the approximate value of side b. So the approximate value of side b will be equal to 16.17 units. So yan yung ating value ni side b. Now, nakuha na natin si side b, let's get the value of side c. Using the same complete fraction, 23 over sine 76 degrees, equate natin siya kay c over sine 61 degrees. Now, let's isolate the variable c by multiplying both sides by sine 61 degrees. So, cancel na yung denominator natin. We will have c is equal to sine 61 degrees times 23 over sine 76 degrees. Let's use our scientific calculator to get the approximate value of c, which is equal to 20.73 units. And that's it. That will be the value of our missing sides. Alright, tada! Okay, let's have this fourth item. Okay, let's solve for the missing values of this oblique triangle. Let's identify our given. We're given 2 angles and 1 side. So, para ma-solve natin tong oblique triangle na to, let's solve for the missing third angle. So, para makuha si measurement ni angle B, we're going to subtract 180 degrees and the sum of the two given angles. So, 180 minus 77 degrees plus 34 degrees. So, add muna natin si 77 and 34. That will give us 111 degrees. Now, let's subtract that from 180. That will give us the measurement of angle B, which is equal to 69 degrees. So, lagay natin dito 69 degrees. Ayan, kompleto na yung interior angles natin. Let's solve for the missing sides. So, para ma-solve natin yung sides, we will use the sine law. So, yung formula is A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Ang susunod nating step is for us to substitute the values of our angles and the given side. So, we have A over sine 77 degrees is equal to B over sine 69 degrees is equal to 8 over sine 34 degrees. Now, hanapin natin yung complete fraction natin. So, in this case, meron tayong complete fraction, 8 over sine 34 degrees. Kunin natin yan and equate natin either to A or B na fraction. So, let's equate it to B muna para ma-solve natin yung side B. So, we will have this equation, B over sine 69 degrees is equal to 8 over sine 34 degrees. So, let's multiply both sides by sine 69 degrees para ma-cancel out yung ating denominator. We will have the equation B is equal to sine 69 degrees times 8 over sine 34 degrees. Gamit tayo ng scientific calculator to solve for the value of B. So, B will be approximately equal to 13.36 units. So, yan na yung value ng ating side B. So, palitan na natin. That will be side B. Now, yung ating formula will still be the sine law. And this time, kompleto na yung ating fraction B. Now, let's solve for the value of A naman. So, the side A will be, using the complete fraction 8 over sine 34 degrees, equate natin siya dun sa A over sine 77 degrees. Now, let's solve for the value of A by multiplying both sides by sine 77 degrees. So, cancel na yung denominator. A will be equal to sine 77 degrees times 8 over sine 34 degrees. Let's use our scientific calculator to solve for the measurement of side A. So, side A will be approximately equal to 13.94 units. And that's it. Kompleto na yung ating missing parts of this oblique triangle. Tada! Alright. Let's solve for the missing parts of this oblique triangle. So, ang given sa atin, meron tayong dalawang angle tapos isang side. So, we will be using sine law. So, para masagutan natin to, unang step natin is for us to solve for the missing third angle. So, let's solve for the measurement of angle A. So, measurement of angle A is equal to 180 degrees minus the sum of the two given angles. So, add natin yung dalawang angles. That will give us 180 degrees minus 65 degrees. Now, subtract natin si 65 degrees kay 180. The measurement of angle A will be equal to 115 degrees. So, lagay natin dito, 115 degrees. So, nakuha na natin yung interior angles ng ating triangle. Our next step is to solve for the missing sides. So, gagamit na tayo dito ng sine law. So, A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Now, let's substitute the given values. Meron tayong equation na A over sine 115 degrees is equal to 4.19 over sine 28 degrees is equal to C over sine 37 degrees. So, para masagutan natin yung mga missing side, kunin natin yung complete fraction natin. In this case, it is 4.19 over sine 28 degrees and equate natin siya dun sa isang fraction. So, let's solve for the value of A first. So, equate natin si 4.19 over sine 28 degrees to A over sine 115 degrees. Now, let's multiply both sides by sine 115 degrees para ma-isolate natin yung value ni A. Okay. So, A is equal to sine 115 degrees times 4.19 over sine 28 degrees. Let's use our scientific calculator. So that will give us A is approximately equal to 8.09 units. So nakuha na natin yung measurement ni side A. Let's proceed to the value of side C. So same procedure, kunin natin yung kompletong fraction natin, si 4.19 over sine 28 degrees. Equate natin siya kay C over sine 37 degrees. Now, let's solve for the value of C by multiplying both sides by sine 37 degrees. So, cancel. Now, C will be equal to sine 37 degrees times 4.19 all over sine 28 degrees. Okay, so let's use our scientific calculator and get the value of C. Encode natin to. That will give us an approximate value of C, which is 5.37 units. And that's it. Nakompleto na yung ating oblique triangle. Tada! Alright. And that is it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have comments, questions, recommendations, suggestions for my next video, please leave them in our comment section below. Share this video and subscribe. And for more videos like this, you can go to my channel, Teacher Justin. And that is it for today. Again, I'm Teacher Justin. Goodbye, God bless, and stay safe. See you on my next video. Peace.